Dad and I have made it down to Daytona Beach in the sunshine, enjoying the weather. What do you think, Dad?
Just can't wait to get riding.
Yep, here we go. We're going riding. So your first Harley story, 1994-ish, you fly to California from England.
Yes, I did.
And then what?
Oh, it was just a disaster. I went with a really good friend from England. He was a bit short than me. I won't mention his name and embarrass him. But first time we pulled up, his feet wouldn't touch the ground, the bike fell over. So the pair of us had to virtually get a crane to lift it up. And that was it. And I remember going to this back street Harley rental place. We'd arrived at LA airport, stayed overnight, went out in a taxi the next day. And it was a back street place, and they said, you know, just keep an eye on it, and if it ever stops dripping oil, then it's run out of oil. Which wasn't a good start. And we lasted about 2 days on these bikes, and we went.
So you drove out of LA for 2 days?
Yeah, we drove out of LA. We were going to Vegas, but we got about two days out of LA and turned around and went back and rented a Mustang. So yeah, that's my first Harley experience.
And you just mentioned issues that I'm having with my bike that they had back in '94.
Well, no, Harleys are what they are. If you're into that, and if it's your thing, then good. And there's no doubt they come a long way. Yours is a super bike, fast, all of that good stuff. If you enjoy it, that's what it matters.
Yeah. I just think they still have a bit of soul. I'm sure I'll be at your point one day where I just want it to be simple and electric.
You mean old?
Old, exactly.
Yeah, I'll take comfort over speed any day now. Just ask my wife.
All right, guys, we made it down to Daytona. We're outside the Speedway. The weather is perfect. Left Detroit 20 degrees. It's 80 degrees here, so I couldn't be happier. What do you think, Dad?
It ain't snowing.
It ain't snowing. That's the truth.
And there's a Hooters opposite. Look. Oh, that's where we're going next.
No, it's perfect weather down here. We're going for a ride to the beach today. What's the beach called?
We're headed to Cocoa Beach, which is about 50 miles south, and we're going to ride right along the beach, and really looking forward to another day in paradise.
Haven't been there for what, 15 years or so? 20?
Man, no, longer than that. Probably 30 years.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah, I was certainly a kid. So yeah, we're heading down to Cocoa Beach. But I'm down here on my Road Glide and Dad's new Goldwing, both fairly new purchases. And yeah, we're outside Daytona International Speedway. God bless Florida. Well, we're here in Cocoa Beach, 100 and something miles today, 120 miles today, 400 miles trip overall. The weather's perfect, it's 75. Sitting on the beach here, what do you think, Dad?
Well, welcome to the Gay Amigos. We've been travelling for 3 days now. Every morning up at 6 for photo shoot, makeup, hair. I'm exhausted. I need a spa day, darling. And what's more, where's my BAFTA?
I dropped Kat's Christmas gift, wrecked my sunglasses, so yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite a day. But we've just been to Rondon. It was worth it. It was worth doing 2,000 miles to go and buy a t-shirt.
Yep, went to Ron John's, got the t-shirt, and no, life's good.
Now we're drinking a price.
Yeah. 80 degrees today, beautiful day. What do you got to say for yourself, Dad?
Sucking the farts out of dead seagulls.
All right, okay, so yeah, we're out of here, last day riding. Best. We got the food, Dad,
Welcome to
Before I get started,
We're having
as
a
always,
great
we've got a
time.
great team
And
up
the
here.
beach
They're
in
always
the
working
background.
hard. Just make sure you tip your bartenders and servers.
All right, the trip's pretty much over. Done plenty of riding, got plenty of sunburn. How you feeling?
I'm feeling real good. Look around the beach and see where we're at. 2 years of undercoating, complete waste of money.
Yeah, thanks for Tony getting it undercoated. Hello everyone, here we are in Leeds, Alabama, going to ride the Dragon, the Alabama Dragon, not the tail of the Dragon in Tennessee that you guys probably know, but the Alabama Dragon, very similar, but the weather's much better here. And then we are heading to the Barber Museum.
We are.
To check it off, probably the top 10 museums. We've done Henry Ford, the Lane, Stalls, the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah, this is just one of the other top 10s, and we're trying to cross off all the big museums in the country. So I'll show you guys that tomorrow. But
Actually, we had a great little scout of the Barber Museum last night. It's a beautiful racetrack. It's built in the most beautiful forests of Alabama. This is one of the prettiest places I've been, and looking forward to the ride today.
Yeah, the ride should be good, and it'll be good to see all the bikes. It's the biggest bike collection in the world, I believe. Is that right?
I think that's right.
Yeah, so here we are. Bikes are ready to go. Got the forest behind us, and we are 4 minutes away from the Barber and 5 minutes away from the Alabama Dragon, so we're out of here. Unfortunately, last day of the trip here. We had a great day riding yesterday, 120 miles of twists and turns. Some of the best riding I've ever done.
I think 120 miles there and 120 miles back,
Yeah.
I think. So, yeah, really good. Beautiful countryside. Great place, Barber Museum, lots of motorsport, lots of cars here. There's race cars everywhere. So we're going to go and see a little bit of that. We're going to check out the museum. But just a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, can't beat it. And the weather's a little cooler, but yesterday was fantastic riding. I'll show you guys some videos of that. And this is God's country, Alabama mountains. So let's get the story about your M3 track experience.
Yeah, my M3 track experience ended in tears. We had an M3 quite a few years ago, and we took it to Snetterton race circuit for the day. We used to be members of some sort of track committee, and we changed out a bit too fiercely at one of the turns and blew the case on the gearbox apart. So the car was obviously still under warranty, so we managed to get it off of the circuit to the nearest McDonald's, phoned BMW recovery, but they saw straight through it. They said, "You've been racing this car," and we denied and denied and denied, and eventually they put a new gearbox in it for us.
Under warranty.
Under warranty, yes. So that was a relief. But
So
it
you
was,
money shifted it, instead of fourth, you hit second.
I think that's what we did, yeah. It was all a blur at the time, but it was, yeah, it was a good time. We had a 944 as well at one point, and we put that sidewards into the sand, and the circular holes in the wheels clogged up with sand, and we drove it back, and it was like driving a steam hammer back because the wheels were so far out of balance. And that one was a rental. We took it back to Avis that night, posted the keys through the box, and ran. So that's the bike that my parents bought me because they were fed up with me busting all my other motorcycles. So as a young guy with big motorbikes, it was pretty embarrassing, but every day I used to go to work on that, never let me down, while all my other bikes were in bits in the shed. More of my youth. This is a Watsonian sidecar. First transport that my mum and dad had. My dad had an old BSA ex-War Department motorcycle with one of these alongside it. So every year he'd pack.
And they didn't own a car.
No, didn't have a car, no. The deal was that my dad would ride it, my sister would sit on the back on the pillion, my mum would sit in the front with her knitting needles, and I'd be stuck in the back here with all the bags on the lap. So this was luxury as we knew it in the good old days before cars. Here's a 1951 Vincent Black Shadow, the ultimate boyhood dream. Every kid that had a motorcycle in London or anywhere else would have dreamt of one of these. I think Lawrence of Arabia had about 7 of them, but hideously expensive bike, 125 mile an hour top speed, just way ahead of anything else of the time, and the price accordingly much more than any of the old stuff that we were running around on. But today this is probably the best part of 250,000, so it gives you an idea of the rarity, but just the ultimate dream bike when you were a kid. This is probably my last motorcycle as a teenager, the bike I aspired to, a Matchless. Wonderful bike, wish I still had it now. Unfortunately, it's long gone. So a quick story about this car here. This is a Chevy Impala. We grew up on a pretty poor street in East London. There was no cars, nobody else owned a car at all except one kid, Philip Dewig. His dad was obviously into something illegal, I assume, because he had one of these in the garage, and every Sunday he'd load all the kids in the back, probably a dozen of us, take us down to the sweet shop and buy us a penny or 2 pennies worth of sweets. So fond memory of that, but what a rare car when there was no other cars in the neighbourhood. Here's a great car. This is the original Beatles Rolls Royce. Me and John Lennon used to go out on this every Friday night for a burger, see if we could catch a couple of girls and maybe get a kiss on the way home. Never worked, but here we are. So this is the history of Lotus. So Type 1, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, gradually making its way up to the Lotus 7. These were rare beasts. How about that for a bit of hand-beaten aluminum?
Yeah. I wonder what purpose they served.
Stability, I think was the thing they were chasing. This one here.